Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. In our last episode we declared war on the Fatimids down here for the Duchy of, what's it called again? Axom, right, of course. Which is going okay. We have won I think just one significant battle in here so far. Yeah, and the rest is just from occupations. We are going to have to fight a second battle here though. They are attacking us with 11k in the county of Accordat, where they outnumber us. We have reinforcements on the way. One of them is 2 counties away though. The reinforcements that we currently have on the way are going to give us about equal numbers, but I think we're going to have to send more. So I'm going to reposition half of this army into this county so they're adjacent. And I might just give up all of my siege progress here and send this 5k through. So I'm hoping this won't change their mind. I've just reloaded the game here, which is why it's saying they'll be here on the 18th of January in the year 1. That's obviously not correct. I'll just unpause for a day and we'll see what happens. So 25th of June. Okay, our first batch of reinforcements is going to arrive a couple of days after that, but the other one is only getting to the adjacent county on the 23rd, so they'll be significantly behind. Alright, we'll probably just send you straight in from there. That's probably going to take a long time too. And same deal with you. So I just want to make sure I keep a close eye to see that they're actually going to that county and they don't reposition and try to attack this army or something. It looks like it's happening. I do have my commanders in here, right? Yes, okay. So here we go. We do, of course, have the mountains. How are their commanders? Well, they don't have one on the left, so that's good news. So our first batch of reinforcements is in. You are going to be there not until the 15th, so that's quite some time. And these guys have not yet repositioned to the adjacent counties either. So this 8,000 or so are basically on their own for a while here. Ooh, and it's not going well. They're really going through us quickly on the left there, even though they have no commander. So I think we may not be able to win this battle. Yeah, we definitely lost the left, which is bad news. We're about to lose the center. So you'll be here on the 15th. You'll also be here on the 15th. Another 7,000. Yeah, I think we'll continue with the reinforcements. It worked out well last time, even though it seemed not to be going too well. Our reinforcements did get there in time and succeed. So let's hope that happens again. So Roderick here is rowdy, he's haughty, and he is affectionate. What does that mean for his education? So diplomacy would be okay, as would martial. I think we'll go with diplomacy. I believe we went with martial for the last character, so we'll try to get a variety of educations. Probably should be watching this. Yeah, we have lost the center. The right is still holding. In fact, they're still in the skirmish phase here. But they won't last long once they transition out of that. If they make it to the 15th, maybe. They will make it to the 15th, okay. Alright, we have a good defensive position on the left now. You are going to be here on the 27th. We possibly should have been sending more troops, but actually looks pretty good as it is. We broke their center, so that's basically it. Alright, and hopefully we'll even get enough war score from this battle to just end this war immediately. In fact, I probably could have cancelled that last wave of reinforcements. We did not quite get enough. We're up to 98%, so this siege here will do it for us. Let's just spread these guys out a bit so they stop taking attrition. And there's only 10k here, so we're going to have to move another 4k out of here. Well, we're going to control this land soon enough, which will give us better supply there. And we'll just be able to disband troops as well. Okay, there's our 100%. Let's enforce our demands. And we have won, so I think we'll just go ahead and grant this to some random people and then to a duke. We are doing fine on vassal limit, actually, since we gave away the Kingdom of England. That obviously reduced the number of vassals we have pretty substantially, so I don't mind getting a few more independent dukes down here. So any marital status, but not already a ruler. My religion, my culture. Yes, an adult. Not a great house. So Cordat, include lower titles. Include lower titles. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to create or usurp the duchy title. Which I probably should have checked before giving them away, otherwise I could have just given all 3 counties to the same character. That would have been better. But we can usurp it, so that's fine. And I guess Axom is probably the capital of Axom. I think it's the best county here anyway, so you can have the duchy. And we don't have lower titles, but still for some reason this apparently increases the opinion bonus. Let me just check this. We definitely do not have lower titles, right? He has all of those. He has all of those. He has all of those, though it looks quite similar. Yeah, so who knows? If it is a bug, it's one that works out in our favor, so I won't complain too much. Not that he wouldn't have been extremely happy with me anyway, without the extra 20 or whatever it was. So we can just start disbanding these guys. Get our boats here disbanded. We can get rid of you as well. And his visit to the court of the Sultan has been a success. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can actually move him somewhere else, I think. Which I will do at some point. Alright, so this is probably... Yeah, we've gone back up over 50% threat. That was actually worth almost 28% by itself. Over half as much as the entire Kingdom of England. Which is unexpectedly large. But that's okay. I imagine we'll see a lot more Muslim characters in this part of the world joining their own defensive pact as well. Certainly the Fatimids just did. Well, maybe nobody else is that close, really. The Seljuks, we know, like us, so they may not join. Well. They sort of like us. Fair enough. And we do have dangerous factions. Namely the Independence faction. So this is Prince Gilchrist the Lionheart. The amazingly named Grandmaster of the Knights Templar. Okay. Duke Edwin of Cairo. Fergus of Sicily. And the Duke of Aswan. Okay. This is going to be a problem with all of these very distant dukes, especially as we start getting further and further away, because I believe distance from the capital affects their likelihood of joining certain factions. I think so anyway, unless that's just a feature of HIP, Historical Immersion Project. I think it's in the base game. Anyway, it's neither here nor there for now. England has, let's see, what is this about? Civil War for Elective Monarchy. Okay, and Gilbert the Drunkard there is going to succeed in that. And you are also attacking over Warwick, which the King of England is still winning even despite his civil war, so that's good. What wars can we personally declare on you? I guess we probably shouldn't because of the pact, but just out of interest, yeah, we can do de jure claims for single counties whenever it's convenient for us. Which is not really right now. And our new Duke of Axom has already died. Okay. Oh no, wait. He inherited a title from one of the earls. I see. So not the Duke died, but one of his vassals. Well, that's fine. He has 2 counties now. Which is not really a problem. And let's also see what range this gives us for our next Holy War Declaration. So I suspect we can get to Oman, maybe? Tripoli definitely is up here somewhere. Yeah, there. So that's not where we want to go. Or Medina. Is this the Duchy of Oman? It is, and apparently we can't declare for that. So maybe we're not as close as I thought. Wag. That's just adjacent there. As is this. So we can go here or here, basically, but we can't get as far as Oman, it seems. Which is fine, I guess. We'll maybe go for... These are on the same sea zone, so this doesn't really matter. Yeah, they'd both be on the Horn of Africa sea zone, so they'd be identical for the purposes of letting us reach further over here for war declarations, which is fine. I guess we'll just take whichever one we like the look of. For now, I guess we should do something about this faction. Though it seems to have gone down already since I last looked. Have you been bribed already? You have. And we've given you a title. Well, I guess the Grand Tournament will improve people's opinion a bit. Not a plot. Grand Tournament. And if not, we might get very lucky and some of our grumpier vassals might just die in the tournament. So the Sultan is happier. I guess we'll use our Chancellor to work on one of these people. One of you guys is a double duke, I think. Not you. Aswan, are you a double duke? No? Okay. I have to imagine Sicily is the most powerful then. So we'll send our guy here. Our kinsman, Constantine, needs a childhood focus. We'll go for duty. Why not? Though, actually, something intrigue-related might have been a better choice since he had a little bit of an inclination in that direction. But it's too late now. Alright, the tournament begins. Just looking here, I don't think anybody else in this area has joined a pact, so if we want to attack the Fatimids again, we can just as easily. Which is good. We'll probably do that as soon as it's possible. We might want to try killing the Caliph. He does, of course, have the Great Pox as well, so maybe he'll just die. Looks like our plot isn't going to have much success anyway, but we may as well see what we can do. Alright, Douglas has been tragically maimed. Most unfortunate. Ooh, a Baron. Yep, tragically killed. Tragically killed. Tragically wounded. Tragically maimed. Henry has fought his way to 3rd place. Good for him. Maldred has gotten 2nd place from the Isle of Man. And Colbin here, the Spymaster of Moray, has been crowned the winner. Good for him. Tournament is over. Everyone is possibly happier unless this event is broken. which it might be because the tooltip is, but we'll see. Our faction seems to have dissipated anyway, or at least dropped to below 70%. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth and dizziness is setting in. You can call for help or not draw attention to ourselves and become wounded or die. Well, this is probably a good excuse to have another look at our succession situation here. So Godfrey is basically the only viable candidate. He's a reasonable character, actually. I just would like if he was younger. He does have a few unfortunate traits. Still, though, I don't want to inherit as him any sooner than I have to, so we'll just call for help. You may end up owing somebody a favor. You hear the voice of King Glenn just before you pass out. As you wake up the next morning, it feels as if your head is about to explode, but at least you are safe. You're in debt to King Glenn. Okay. Well, that's fine, I suppose. For the time being, then, I guess we'll maybe spend some more money on some more upgrades. So I think we're maybe not going to buy keeps because they're extremely expensive at this point. Actually, no, we still have... Yeah, okay, that seemed more expensive than it should have been. We're getting an extra plus 25% from the Smuggler's Ring, so we should definitely avoid building anything in this county, at least for now. So we'll just build elsewhere. Unless there are also smugglers' rings. Highway robbers is fine. Well, it's not fine. But it doesn't affect our building, at least. So a son was born to somebody or other, Rory Dunbar. No distinguishing traits, fair enough. Let's see what's going on over here. So he's defending against Aquitaine. He's primary defender there in the de jure war over Angoulême, which is somewhere that I don't know, but it seems that Aquitaine is actually winning that. And he is also losing the war to oust him from power as well, so bad for him. Our daughter, Princess Helen. Alright, she's fussy, playful, and indolent. So that's probably going to be good for intrigue here then. Yep, no better choice. So we'll go with that. It might not be too early to try to arrange a matrilineal betrothal for her. Get more talented characters bred. Nine-year-old genius. That seems fine. That's close enough to her age. Has to be matrilineal so that she stays in our court. And also so that the offspring is actually of our dynasty and can therefore maybe inherit at some point. Alright, so it is going to be a while then before we can do another holy war, but maybe we can do some other type of war a little sooner. So obviously the English Duke of Mercia is probably a bad option because of the defensive pact. Let's see who is not in the defensive pact. So Sweden isn't, but we no longer have our claim over there, unfortunately. Same with Denmark, well, we never had a claim on Denmark, but either way we don't have one now. No claimants that will accept an invitation there at all. So we have Sven here, who does have an inheritable weak claim. Alright, well, I'm not sure if we have an eligible family member to marry him to, but Let's invite him to court anyway, and we'll find out. Let's see. Arranged marriage. We have a 60-year-old kinswoman, but that is it. So obviously she is past her childbearing years, so that's no good for us. Alright, well I'm going to set him a special interest and keep him around anyway. We may have... Let's try looking at the betrothal. There might be somebody about to come of age soon. Nobody. Yeah, didn't think that would make a difference. Okay. Well, we'll set him a special interest anyway. We'll know he's there. We can always, you know, land him and press his own claim, which is maybe worth considering. In fact, I think we could do that right now. But I'd much rather end up with a vassal of my dynasty and of my culture and religion, even though, like the King of Poland, they are likely to just get ousted. In fact, maybe because of that, it's not even worth the trouble. Yeah, maybe we will just go ahead and press his claim. If we could get Denmark and Lithuania, Pomerania, we could end up getting a nice contiguous area of land up here. And even Norway someday, maybe, but I think they're in the pact right now. Well, so are Lithuania and Pomerania, for that matter. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We'll leave it here for now. Maybe we'll do that war in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.